very difficult to reach the residents of Falluja directly. Most of the phones there don't work, and even if they did, it would be dangerous for residents there to talk in most cases. But what we are hearing is that while the situation has been bad for a while for them, it's worse now. The operation to try and retake the city has started, but it hasn't yet. That goal hasn't been achieved. And so they're in a very uncomfortable situation. The city's being shelled, and the Islamic State fighters who still control it are increasingly nervous, treating the population very badly. There is no electricity there. They're having to resort to some of the old tricks that they used during the sanctions in the 90s, using oil and dates to make lamps. The situation there is very hard. There's no access to health anymore, and food supplies are also dwindling.
And Jean-Marc, how are military operations to rid the city of Islamic State militants progressing?
Well, in the city itself, very slowly, because they've barely entered the city since the second phase of the operation was launched yesterday. Some forces have entered a southern suburb, but still very much the fringes, and definitely not the city centre itself. Meanwhile, other forces have been sealing the siege of Falluja by cutting off one of their last supply lines to the west of the city, which means that whoever's in Falluja now is completely trapped. That applies to civilians, but also to IS fighters, and we'll see how that affects their way of battling Iraqi forces trying to move in.
Thank you very much, Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc Mojon.